This is our Heartland, our community, where some see small towns and quiet main streets. We see endless possibilities. We're Heartland Consumers Power District, a public power utility providing wholesale power and energy to municipal systems and state institutions throughout the region. Heartland serves 19 municipalities in South Dakota, as well as 6 state institutions.
They truly care about their customer base, truly care about wanting to grow businesses in the communities that they serve.
Heartland is always a great organization to work with, and for all communities that they serve, I know that they always go above and beyond. They try to think outside the box when they can.
From my perspective, they're way beyond a power company.
Front Porch Project is a bar restaurant with office space on Langford's Main Street. So 8 volunteers from the community had a vision and got together and said, how can we create something to serve our community? So Heartland actually kicked us off and really got us going. So they have a small grant program for economic development, and we were able to get $1,000 from them to kind of kick this thing off.
A business that has been here for 55 years, but got to the point where we needed to do some rapid expansion, and without the help of Heartland, it probably would have been a lot more difficult for us to do those expansions. And they offered a loan that was allowed us to be able to build our climate-controlled facility. We hired approximately 6 more people from the time of the construction process to when it was finished.
I used to think school was the heart of the community. I'm a retired educator, and when we were having grocery troubles, I realized that the grocery store is probably the heart of the community. Heartland was very supportive in our endeavor to get a new grocery store, and they were willing to do all they could to help us keep the lights on in our town.
The project was a nursing home in the city of White, and it contained 29 beds for a nursing home that couldn't really make it work. And we turned it into living spaces for 13 family units, 5 commercial spaces, and it is a successful project. The city of White was stagnant. And so for them to have this facility has been an economic generator that I've already seen in a year.
Prairie Aquatech is a new industry to Volga, and they are constructing a $60 million facility. In securing Prairie Aquatech, Heartland offered 2 different incentives to Prairie Aquatech and to the city of Volga. The first is the Energy One incentive. This is an energy-only rate. The second incentive was a housing incentive that Heartland offered, where they give $5,000 grants to any new employee in Prairie Aquatech to buy or build a house in Volga as opposed to elsewhere in the surrounding area. Heartland's investment in the community and in Prairie Aquatech very much helped to decide where their industry would be settled. I think most small communities in the state would agree that they can't do it on their own. It's investments and projects like this are things that require partnerships and require help from around the table.
There's no developer that's going to come to my community and build a restaurant or office space or housing. And if it wasn't for Heartland Consumer Power District and lenders like that in our state, these projects just wouldn't happen.
In our small towns, we need to really rely on ourselves to get our needs met. And so having small businesses in our town is a huge way to become self-reliant. And I think Heartland understands that. I think they understand the idea of community being bigger than just a small town. It's meeting people's needs.
I think they get the big picture, and they are more than willing to help go the extra mile and grow a community and grow business in South Dakota.
They want to see us thrive as much as we want to see us thrive.
So I really can't say enough about Russ Olson and the whole team at Heartland for helping entice True Shrimp to find Madison as a great home for their very first harbor. It's hundreds of millions of dollars that are going to be invested here in Madison, and it's very exciting.